What a wild aftermarket trading session. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. If you guys did not see the news, Robinhood reported earnings and originally gapped down, then shortly recovered, and then gapped down again. We actually live streamed Robinhood earnings, and I had a small short position. Closed most of it before the earning report, as I don't normally like to hold. Left 250 shares, and this is all caught live, so you guys can feel free to watch it. Left 250 shares, which is a relatively really small short position. Sold off, took profits. I was up like 2,500. I allowed it to recover, went back to retest, got rejected by the moving average, opened up a short again. I let my LPP team know, opened it up, and then as it began to consolidate, took profits once again. $5,100 on the day is what I made. And it was all pretty much like the last 10 minutes of the market for Hood, and then all during aftermarket hours. On top of that, in today's earlier video, you guys remember, feel free to watch today's earlier video, I showed you guys my HIMS short. I think I was down like $1,800 or $2,000. I don't know exactly how much I was down, but that's in the very early stages of my overbought reversal. It ended up forming literally just like perfect. Overbought reversal setup, exactly what we expected when it broke the structure at the EMA, retraced back down to pre-market lows, took profits, walked away with $4,800 on the day, and of course, closed it off, left myself with one lucky share. The other two companies that reported earnings today were Elf. It sold off aggressively. I just messed around with it. I bought the dip on some, but very few shares. It recovered a little bit, and then I took profits. Again, it was just $100. Dash also did the same. I bought a very small amount of Dash. At one point, Dash was down like, what was it, 20%? Let me double check. 19 to almost 20%, if I'm not mistaken. Then it's recovered all the way back up to 215. If you think about that, from lows of 191 back to 215, that's an 11% recovery. But again, not a safe trade. Incredibly risky. During the aftermarket trading session, you can't use market orders, which of course, when something comes at a greater form of risk, I give it less exposure to my position size. So this one I made $450, left myself with my one lucky share. What the heck happened? Right? Robinhood beat earnings expectation. If you guys did not see, again, we live streamed it, so I don't want to take too much time breaking it down, but earnings per share beat, revenue beat. It's just guidance. I think like everything looked good for Robinhood. And this is like the really, I think, frustrating part for some people right now is like, what the heck? What's going on? Nothing. I think the sentiment is just beginning to change. It's like, okay, these companies are incredibly overvalued. And if there's any uncertainty of a recession, companies like Robinhood will not thrive during a recession. Just like we saw back in 2022, trading activity slows down. They make money through payment through order flow. So therefore demand and, if they expect a recession, then they most likely will expect a downturn in revenue, which therefore could lead to a downturn in price action. But we'll see. We're still in the very early stages. Trump is trying to still do anything and everything to pump up crypto. So if you're bullish on the overall market, if you're bullish on crypto and you think it's only going to continue to go up, then maybe you might want to take a bet on Hood. So very excited to see how this one continues to trade tomorrow at market open, because again, this is definitely one that we're going to cover. Elf. I think Elf missed earnings by like 3%. I don't have that one pulled up, but its guidance was definitely lowered. You guys let me know in the comment section if you think that this is an overreaction. Are we surprised? I mean, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, it hasn't really been making like higher highs. It's been consolidating. It's been showing every sign of a resistance, and it's previously coming back from lows of $220 per share. So again, although it did gap down to $94, that is cheap. But we can always go cheaper. I mean, looking back during the Terra 4, we went to lows of $53. And if you expect a downturn, again, is Elf bound to experience a further downturn? Something that I'm excited to follow up with. Same thing with DoorDash. There's a ton of companies that reported earnings today that just got absolutely destroyed. DoorDash, beautiful retracement. This is one that I definitely want to look into. I want to see if it did overreact. It dropped at one point 20%, but now it's only down 9%. It's getting very close to the moving average. And again, if you're bullish on the market, you might be bullish on Dash, right? Is this a dip by opportunity worth buying? In my opinion, it's just a slim margin business. I just don't see these to be very sustainable. That's just my way of thinking. It's such a competitive marketplace where I hate businesses that like make you tip on top of the service fees that they charge already. They not only increase the price of the product, but then they charge you a service fee. Then on top of that, they encourage you to tip. And if you don't tip, none of the drivers want to pick up your food. So again, I think it's just getting so saturated, so competitive. And especially if we do enter a recession, again, most likely something less likely people will continue to use, as it's not very cost effective or budget friendly, at least in my opinion. So again, if you're in concern of a recession, then more potential downside possibly for Dash. If you're bullish in the market and you think that the markets are going to continue to rock and the economy is going to continue to thrive, then hey, you might want to buy the dip on Dash. So excited to follow up on that. Tomorrow, I have Opendoor. I want to spend some time, if it's okay with you guys. I actually got a message today. I think her name was Callie on Instagram that messaged me. She's part of my LPP team and asked if I could do a deeper analysis on Opendoor. Actually, she didn't ask. She just said, what did I think about Opendoor? I don't like the stock, and I want to dive deeper on why I don't like the stock at the current valuation. It reports earnings tomorrow after the market closes, and I'm eager to have an open position when it reports earnings as a short. But again, we'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow. Also, one of my least favorite hyped up stocks, whatever it is that you want to call it, Irene, is sitting at pretty much all-time highs, $78 per share during the overnight hours, and it reports earnings tomorrow. So again, definitely something that I want to keep a very close eye on and to see if price action supports an actual short. Because remember, I might not like the stock might be a pump and dump, but nonetheless, if momentum is in its favor and it's bullish, I need to respect it and stay away. But we'll see if it ends up presenting itself. I just got really excited with everything that happened today, and I'm excited to do it all over again tomorrow. So again, whenever it is that you're ready to tune on in, I trade live every single morning right at market open. We have members that signed up for LPP back in 2018 that still have access to it today and literally only paid once. So again, if you want access to the brand new A to Z video lesson library, daily live trading session that begins right at market open, and then the exclusive LPP group chat, it's a one-time payment for lifetime access. You get a big discount right now. Second link in the description down below. And if you sign up right now, you can watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow. But please, once you sign up, please make sure that you check out the Get Connected section. This is what you have to watch this video. It will show you how to get access to the LPP 3.0 Discord, which then gives you access and shows you how to access the daily live session where it's all posted. So Get Connected, first video. You literally cannot miss it, but you need to sign up and you need to watch that video. So other than that, again, tomorrow, I'll see you at market open. Very excited. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.